We got that Rexy versus Greendalechevy. First round. Rocky versus Alex Ramirez. For some reason, I can't think of Alex's I don't even think it's Alex. What the hell's his first name? I can't remember his nickname. It's like Scraps. We know by Scraps. Axel. That's what it is. It's not Alex. It's Axel. Should be nicknamed the Tank. Alright, here we go. Round one. Uh-oh.
Balboa delivers a solid hit to his opponent.
Come here. Whew.
One, two, three, four, five.
Okay. Whew. Ooh, get out of the corner. Oh, hey. I didn't even see that hit me. You were out of my range of view. Woo! Rocky. Oh crap. Get out of there, Rocky. Ding. Did I get it? Oh, I missed. Ooh, coming back. Yeah, that's what I mean by these two characters are really close for punch numbers. It's like Rocky's toughness makes up for your hard hits. And with you being lean, that makes Rocky's punches, it takes a little less punches to knock you down, which balances the scorecard pretty damn close. Alright, I'm holding on to Rocky. Where are you going? Oh, you're going for the rematch? Alright, here we go. Went for a couple bike rides up to the top of a 1,000-foot mountain. Or at least close. I got to the 700-foot mark. On a downhill bike, the first time I did it, it was all squishy. Like, I didn't adjust my suspension at all, like stiffen it, so it was all just fucking squished the whole fucking way up that damn hill. So, second time I did it, I stiffened the suspension front and rear. Notice I can dampen the hell out of it, so when it does squish, it doesn't rebound like it's supposed to. So it's like, it's much easier to power into the pedals with this front suspension stiffening up.
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
Next time I do it, I'm starting from home, and I'm not stopping. I always have to stop at least once or twice along the way, just to cool my body down. Well, it takes about 40 minutes from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill.
Fighter, touch gloves when you're ready.
Actually, no, 20 minutes. It was like 40 minutes. I think 46 or 47 minutes from my house all the way to the lake. Ooh. A lot of people thought I walked up that hill, because there's a steep part. You come around the corner and then it gets real steep for a little ways. And that's when I power it into hard gear and I just push on each pedal and just pull. Like pull into every push. And by the time I'm at the top, I'm doing like 15. I'm doing above 10 kilometers an hour going up the hill. So I'm doing between 5 and 10 miles.
Who's ready for a fight? Boxers, touch gloves.
Coming down the hill, I hit 50. I think it clocked me at 54. That's only because I was able to tuck in behind a car. An SUV went past me, and I was like, hell with it, I'm going for it. I was just barely able to reach 47, 40, almost 48 last time I came down. The first time I came down that hill. Second time I came down that hill, I managed to reach 54. On a downhill bike with big 3-inch tires, like this thing doesn't look like it's meant to go long ways. It's just meant for ripping down hills. And I'm over here freaking giving her up a hill. Screw this. Alright. I just got a big compliment from a neighbor outside too. He's trying to find a good friend of his, but he wasn't sure what apartment he lived in. I started naming off names in the building. And then he realized that my maintenance guy, the guy I worked for a bit, was actually the friend he was looking for. So it's like, oh, you know Alan? All right. And then he complimented what physical shape I'm in. Like, well, this mostly comes from riding bike, but last 2 weeks, 3 weeks has been throwing stones at the beach, picking up 20-pound boulders and just moving them off to the side. Anything in between, all the way down to pebbles. So if you want, you can barefoot walk the damn beach now, instead of rolling your ankle on a rock every time you try to walk down. And it's a full kilometer long. The length of the path, that's 4 feet wide, a kilometer long, and it's got paths that lead to the low tide every 200 meters, I'd say. So at least 4 or 5 paths down to the ocean. One of them's like almost as wide as this ring. Just cleared out all the boulders from that area. Set them aside, built a wall so the tide, when it comes in and out, can catch more little rock instead of all the big boulders. Come back to me, hand. Oh yeah, it's been fun. Want to find a way to get in shape without, like, lifting weights? Just find a pile of boulders, move it from one spot to the next, and then move it back. Do that a couple hours a day for friggin' 1 week. I'm sure you'll transform your body without even knowing it. Because that's more or less what I did. Alright, you ready for this?
This is the match you've all been waiting for, folks. Once they touch gloves, the fight will be underway.
I'm gonna check on the party, see how everybody else is doing. Looks like we lost one. How's everything going here? Alright, well, me and Rexy have got 1 round down. We got 2 rounds to go. I'm in the lead by 1.
You guys finished that warm-up then? Or are you guys doing best
Oh no. We did a warm-up and we had a second match, which was the first round. That's why we're 1 round in. I won the first round. So we got round 2 to go. We'll see whether I come back early or later.
Who knows? I know both of you guys are horrifying. I've fought both of you. You two are very horrifying.
Oh yeah, and we're figuring out we know all your weaknesses, so we're telling each other secrets. Like, all right, you got to do this when he comes in like this, and you got to do that when he comes in like that.
Well, you know what?
All right,
Bring it.
enough spilling the beans. I'm going back. Alright, Retro's taking care of business.
Will begin.
I think he I don't know if he fought Spartan yet. But it sounds like whoever he fought, he already took care of, so he's moving through other people now.
I probably won't be able to do too many fights tonight.
All right, fighters, touch gloves and the fight will begin.
11 p.m. So,
Well, let's see who's going into round 2, or second tier. This is a no-lose round for you. You do not want to lose this round. It's 1-0 for me now.
that's the pressure.
Ooh!
Touch gloves, the fight is on.
Whee! Get out of there. Ah, swing and a miss. Ooh. Oh man, Rocky, what are you doing? Ooh. Come on, hands, come back to me. Woo! Oh crap, closed. Dang. I backed myself into a corner.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, lucky. Saved by the bell. Oh, had you on the ropes. Oh! Ooh. Ooh. That was a brawl to the bell. Oh! I was asleep on the walk-in, but I woke up before you could punch me. Oh. Damn, that was a close round, that last one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh.
Balboa really showing off his power with that blow. Oh, what a hit! Balboa fires up a blow that leaves his
Ooh. I have it this round. I think I'm in the lead.
6, 7, 8.
I could be wrong, though. I didn't get up till the number 7 count either.
Delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
Oh. Ooh. 92 punches that time. Ooh. I'm out to get my belt back. Good fight. Ooh. Want to go one more round, just for the rounds? I think this was the fight. Did I win when I was Danny Wheeler, or did you win? I don't know. We fought. These are the guys we warmed up with. Or no? Was this our first round?
No, you haven't beaten him yet.
Oh. Oh, I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Hey, damn, I should have slept for longer.
Who would have been your better fighter upgrade from Axel? I find Rocky's my step down from Axel, and Drago or Clubber are my steps up.
I literally just played for
Oh,
the same guy, so I don't know
Who's ready for a fight? Boxer, touch gloves.
I'm wondering if because of his weakness, being lean, can't take as many hits, you're probably better at weaving, ducking, and moving. Because if you just cover up,
Touch gloves when
person's eventually finding the openings. It's at least most of us know when each cover, we know where to hit anytime you're covering up. Like, it all depends on where you are is what we're going to do. So if you're doing this one, it's going to be hooks to the ears. As soon as you bring your guard up, shots to the body. If you drop your guard down, those are headshots all the way.
contenders come out to touch
And if you're
gloves.
doing the switch, it's timing. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So I just try to keep them guessing. Never think about what I'm doing and just do a bunch of different things. Make it like a dance. Mix it up. Remix. Woo. Oh, double stagger. You're both getting staggered at the same time. Oh. Oh, right at the buzzer. Buzzer beater. 1-2, skip around. Yeah, I saw round 2 as I knocked you down. Now we're going into round 4. That's the fastest 3 rounds I've seen. Ooh. Can I make a wish? Danny's guard is just recharging me. Ooh! Caught that guard, or caught that stagger. Ooh-wee. 45 blocks. Almost the same number of punches as Rocky. What's your go-to? Was it you that uses Ivan Drago? Or was that Retro? Can you click on Danny Wheeler? Or am I still Danny? Oh, we can both be Danny. Ready up. See how these two do against each other. So I clicked on Scraps, so it wouldn't let me pick Scraps. So if I end up with Scraps' ability, that'll suck for me.
After this, I'm gonna need to go.
Let's see. If we balance the scorecard between us, see if that brings it to an evener playing field. Because it's hard to find matchups that are actually equal. Like, out of all the matchups, the only one that's equal is the Adonis and Bobby Nash. But I always think Bobby Nash or Adonis is better. I often lose with Bobby and win with Adonis, so I'm not sure if it's because it's the game character. I don't know. Wonder if the difference is the fact that I use Adonis Creed for the career. That he's been molded. Woo. All right. Oh, you gotta try to block. Blocking's important with this guy. I always just block 1-2 and fire back. Block 1-2 and fire back. Because every time I fire and block, I'm getting recharged after throwing shots. Woo! Get up, tricycle. You're the third wheel. All right, go to work. Oh, wait. I'm gonna burn my hands out, and you just punch my guard twice. I want to see if my hands instantly come back. Alright, dead hands. Go ahead. Seems like after I tire my hands out, if you punch that hand... Oh. Let me... Tire one hand out completely by hitting my guard. Keep punching, keep punching, keep punching. Now guard. Well, I couldn't even punch it. I don't know. I noticed my hand went from red, like beet red, to instantly black after you punched it once. So I just threw it, and it threw a perfect punch. Like it was fully recharged. So these guys might have a little trick to them when you're blocking. Woo! Because your hands, when you're throwing punches, will always burn out. And so you have to wait for them to recover when you're in guard. These guys, if you're blocking punches, he's recovering faster. Makes a big difference. Alright. Need to find out who's contending for the title now. Spartan or Retro? Alright. We'll see you later. Party chat. Psh. Who being a hoe?
Oh man, I read Andy's comment about kissing not one girl but five. I called him a hoe.
Huh.
Alright, so who's it gonna be? Oh, you got beat.
What gave that away? Yeah. Yeah, he said he didn't really have time. He could get in a couple fights, that was it. So he wasn't really trying to win. Alright, so did Baku Bug move up?
You and I for the championship.
Oh, me and you.
For the championship.
Ooh.
Oh man, I can't tell if I'm got momentum going or if I'm afraid of this.
I tend to try not to think about it. The more you think about it, the more you'll either doubt yourself or make yourself
I just did.
too high for where you end up. You end up getting knocked down so hard, it's like, what happened?
I just did, but I got the confidence coming into this. I got the confidence
Oh,
coming into
never mind the confidence. I got the coffee.
Yeah, I got you got, oh shit, now that's something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you're drinking too, shit.
Heck
I
yeah.
think I should have brought a water up here instead of a monster.
Yeah, no, after I just
This is my source of water.
I ran out of, actually I usually just drink soda, but I ran out yesterday. I haven't had nothing really
I find I get more thirsty drinking pop.
Oh man, it don't bother me. I'm used to drinking it. As long as I'm not overworking it, like so you send me the invite or
I'll send you the invite as soon as I get into a new lobby.
yeah, I think I might do the same. No, I'm surprised I took out the champ.
Took down Spartan.
Honestly, I was expecting, like, that first round, I knew that first round we had, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, that's child's play. He's coming back. Because he always does. It's like that first round, he just lets his opponent come back. He lets his opponent come back after that. But it's like he gives us that false confidence, and then he just kind of comes in and, he does what he does. Plus, he's just trying to, get the feel for us. He does it all the time. And that second fight is what I was really nervous about. That's what I've been nervous about. But man, I came in this week anyways wanting one thing and one thing only. I didn't care about winning the last week. That's not what I was hoping for. My one and only desire this week was to fight Spartan. I wanted to beat the man on the day.
That's the thing about this, is it gives you that want to take down that person that previously took you down.
Oh, it is down.
That's the one thing that I've liked about having this event, is all these people are like, alright, I'm coming for you.
Oh man, like what gets me is I've been calling Spartan this for a while. Since he's had that 5-win streak, I've been calling him the Undertaker. WWE's Undertaker on WrestleMania. This man had a streak going. This man's hard as hell to beat on fight night. Like, this man's horrifying. It's like it's fight night and he's something else. And so I just wanted to beat the guy on fight night, like fighting the Undertaker on WrestleMania. Beat him. I didn't care about the actual. I don't care about the title and got nothing. I was actually expecting to lose. I was expecting a whole lot less. Oh man, but the champ came, and he came hard.
Sorry.
I just clued into what he was laughing at. I didn't hear that dirty side of things until I thought about the gutter.
I didn't think of it either. I've actually got my mind on one thing and one thing only, and that's a at this point.
Alright. I'm not giving up the first round.
We gotta go all out. It's championship match here.
Father versus son.
Oh man. I don't know, I'm even impressed. I even got Gago to get the win. He hasn't lost today. I brought Gago back from the tomb of the grave. I hope let's keep that up. That's what I'm hoping.
I always wonder if the game changes their abilities throughout. Like, some people have better days than others.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of like someone had a sick day out or when they don't perform as well in the ring.
yeah, because some of the fights that I have with some fighters are like, what is going on here? Then I switch to a different fighter, and I'm like, whoa, this guy works way better for this.
All right, fighters, touch gloves and the fight will begin.
I went and before we started fight night, I did a couple of montages. I hit a 17, 18, and then I think there was another 2 18s after that. So I came in with my top 2 players coming in with
As
18.
soon as they touch
Oi.
gloves, the fight is on.
There's only 3. Oh no, there's about 4 of them I can hit 18s on. Scraps, Bobby Nash.
I don't even think character really has much to do with that. I just chose the character for the character. But given that Gago,
Are you doing the same montage for each character? Oh, okay.
Fighters to touch gloves.
Yeah, I was thinking all the montages are different, so some of them are harder than others.
you're talking about, I thought you were talking about using Victor Drago and Howard Rocky on scraps, and they're like they have better abilities on, Rocky doing better on scraps than he did. I thought that's what you're talking about.
No.
Like individual character montage, like scraps is more.
Fighter.
Yeah, Scraps doing Scraps' montage. Rocky Doing the Rocky montage. Oh, wait, there isn't a Rocky montage. Alright, here we go. Round number 1 of the championship. Oh, that Rexy and I had a couple extra fights just for the heck of it.
That explains what was taking y'all too long. I said I might have an idea of what took you guys so long. You guys probably still didn't talk to Phil about what 5 minutes behind the fight.
Yeah, I wanted to see what 2 fighters could do. Or 1 fighter against another fighter. I didn't want to pick them the first fight. So I decided to pick them after I had won. Just to see what would happen. And then it came out really good. Like, I was actually better with that fighter than I was with the other fighter, even though I won the last fight. So then I tried to change fighter from that, and it left me with that fighter. So I told that Rexy, you got to pick the same guy as me, and let's go square up with the same character. We got both Danny Wheelers.
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
I think so. Ready as I'm going to be. Go Gadget arms.
I did that right.
Wow. Alright.
This is the match you've all been waiting for, folks. Once they touch gloves, the fight will be underway.
I can't tell if you're fondling it. What the fuck that was? It looked like you were going for a little boo-boo.
Woo. Gotta stay out of harm's way. I'm not sure what happened to my right hand, but it wasn't there. Come on back to me. Sheesh. Okay.
Why is this game so
I gotta find my second gear for this. Got him on the run. I hate it when that happens. Woo, woo. Move with them.
What? Dude, why is this?
Woo. Never hesitate. Ooh. This boy thinks he can take his dad. Or wait, it's the other way around. My dad thinks he could take me. Woo. I didn't think it was going to be the one punch. I was debating whether I wanted to take Axel or Danny.
Why is this game so difficult? So are you stepping up? Like if you were to... Because if I stay Drago, do you think he can beat Drago? Alright, I'm going to have to... I'm going to try something different. I got the lead right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going to see how Danny does, because I never take Danny into these...
Danny's so, like, he's so
I don't know how to rate him yet. That's exactly how I feel about him. He's like, it's I don't know.
How he works. He ain't got nothing to me. It's him.
He doesn't hit hard, but he recovers fast. He doesn't have as much health.
But it's got that royalty profile. No one's like me and Spartan don't know how that works. Like we don't play. We read it, but we don't
Oh.
know it.
1 second. I got my phone ringing. Of course.
This tonight,
Yellow.
we're winning tonight.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, Happy mentioned it to me. I'm just in the middle of fight night right now. Oh. Okay. Alright.
Head out into the ring to
I'll try. Alright.
the fight
Bye.
going.
Almost. Just gotta get back to my corner. Get my goggles back on my face. I never took them off. I just extended it
Away from the fight.
so I can see.
Just as soon as they touch gloves.
That's the thing about not having the rubber there. I don't actually have to take the goggles off to see around. I just move them out or move them back in. Woo-wee. Come on, Danny. You've already got a first round. Or no, I won my last match against that Rexy. So he's already got some wins under his belt coming here. I was willing to take him that first round, but I'm thinking Danny versus Ivan, that's a total underdog story if I can win that.
Sorry that I'm not.
Oh, that's what, if I can win this fight, I'm going to stay Danny for the next fight, no matter who you pick.
I'll probably stick with Apollo, to be honest. I like playing Apollo. I like Apollo. Win or lose, I got my, I don't need the belt tonight. Like I said, I beat Spartan. That was my only goal. You want the belt, I feel like by the end of the night, you know,
I hand it over. I'm going to the beach. No, seriously, I want to go to the beach. I sacrificed the beach to be here.
oh damn. As far as
What? A rock might roll onto my path and block it. Somebody be like, ah, a rock. I got to turn around.
like I said, I want is Spartan alone. Whether you take the belt or not, you always gotta remember, you didn't beat the champ. The champ wasn't beaten
We're
by
just
you.
waiting on our
No, I beat the guy who beat the champ. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hoo hoo. Hee hee. Ha ha. Hey hey. They're coming to take me away to the funny farm where people laugh, they cry. Ha ha. Hoo hoo. Hee hee. Hey hey.
Somebody's gonna get their ass whooped. Somebody.
Woo.
for a fight.
Actually, using my leg like a whip in Muay Thai is part of my training. It's like it starts from back here, it comes up, bends, and then whip. And that's how I end up breaking a leg with my shin.
Fighters, touch gloves.
Shin, well, as long as my shin's in momentum and theirs is not, their leg's gonna break. If I stop right where his leg is, my leg's more bound to break. It's kind of like breaking a stick over a log. If you come to a stop right at the log, it often just bounces off. But if you follow through,
Fight will begin.
the stick breaks off and flies in the air.
Oh yeah, it's always fun to watch.
It's got something to do with that follow through.
Let's get this underway. If you want that beat, you gotta go put it in there. You gotta,
Oh, this will be easy.
gotta put me down.
This is the match you've all been waiting for, folks. Once they touch gloves, the fight will be underway.
Got that adrenaline when you wanna defuse us.
Depends if you've been English, Danny.
I'm trying to figure.
Yeah, I learned that too. That if I cover up like my actual body, yeah. The bigger characters are even worse. The moment you get girth on you and you do that, you're friggin' your hand's just inside your gut. Woo, tuning in Tokyo.
Retro. I'm trying to figure out how in the chat it went from.
Look, I'm the arm wavy, arm wavy guy. I wish I could say the lines from that Family Guy episode. Oh, it's such a good string of words that just has a ring to it for some reason. With the inflatable arm wavy thingamajiggy. Can't get any closer. So. It's like my hand had to move in order for it to register. It's not gonna let you steal the fight. Oh, come back here, hand. That was my hand not in. So my hand, you came in so close I couldn't get my hand back. It was on the other side of your body. It's like you went under my left hook. Woo. Come back to me, hands. Ooh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, the trick is to put combos together and block. Combo to block, combo to block. It has to be like... The timing has to be right for blocking and punching. Woo! She went more aggressive on that round.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Woo! I don't know what happened to my hands there. Oh! I really didn't expect that to go down that fast.
Danny's left hook can come in. Like, yeah, he's got some skill and he can punch him, but the problem though is you gotta figure out how to use that ball correctly.
Yep.
What could be used as a flurry punch? Because you know how sometimes when you're flurry punching and you're punching and you punch the other guy's glove, it technically counts as a block. Or if, you know, they're hitting your arms or whatnot and it doesn't hit you, you know, it's simultaneously going offense and just getting everything to the power. The problem, though, is that's what it sounds like you could do, but it doesn't work like that.
Alright, so we had a 1-1.
By the time you hit defense, it starts coming back anyways.
I just noticed when I blocked one punch, my hand went from red to black instantly.
Oh, man, I regret you.
So I was thinking if I can just get those punches off and then block, fire,
there might be a chance that my hands recover faster. Or I can actually throw more punches as long as I'm blocking them. But if I'm not blocking them, then I'm most likely to get staggered and knocked out because of the weakness.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves.
But hey, I might bring them back out depending on how this goes. If I can take the
Retro,
lead
I'm
one
so
more time, I'll
confused.
bring them back out.
I'm not really sure what you're confused about.
For some reason, the chat went from talking about how time flies to talking about sexualities to talking about I don't even know
That's
what
just
was
people
after
being
that.
weird. I usually just...
As far as I'm concerned, I try to keep it like, the boxing.
I keep it strictly for fights. Like, you want to fight? Like,
Yeah, I was trying to do that, but then this guy just started talking about how he's kissed 5 girls in his age. So then I was just making conversation, but
oh,
some other kid got mad.
somebody too young is trying to fit in with older people. Saying, yeah, I kissed a girl and I touched her boob once.
The older guys are like, yeah, you have no idea.
That ain't
No
nothing.
idea. That's the way I think.
Oh.
Fight night, strictly, I like keeping it about
Fighters,
fight night,
touch gloves when you're ready to begin.
I tried.
conversation at best, but that's the lightest I'll go, I don't really break it out of video games too much.
Yeah, like, if you defeated somebody with someone else, that type of thing can be talked about. But I don't see the point in all this other stuff.
If someone wants
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
groups with over, with 80 or about 91, 92 people, hell
Yeah, I see. Once that started, I saw a couple people leave.
well, it's not even that, it's just, I do get important, I will affect something.
Woo.
I care who I affect, but I don't want to lose what I don't. I'm that type of guy. I'll say it to you straight.
Fighters, head out into the ring to touch gloves and get the fight
Alright,
going.
let's see if I'm bringing Danny back into the ring. Was this round number 3? Or round number 4?
Round 3. You won, me won.
Oh, it's 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1. You got that one
Oh.
lead, hold out lead.
I took the lead, you caught up. Now I'm trying to take the lead again.
All right, fighters, touch gloves. The fight will begin.
I just don't see him as tough as Ivan. I would put Ivan, in a category above Rocky and Apollo, but below Victor and Clubber. But that's my preference. Others would put, like, even Wolfpack would prefer Apollo. Apollo's Wolfpack's favorite.
Come out to touch gloves.
Because I grew up with Apollo.
Yeah.
I think the character
I honestly like Rocky because of growing up with the Rocky movies, mainly because of his character. Like, his will, doesn't matter how many times he loses, he just wants to get in there, see what he can do, and hopefully make it the distance.
All been waiting for, folks. Once they touch gloves, the fight will be underway.
for that same reason.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
Oh, that's how you persist through life. Like, you're always going to run into somebody that's going to try to beat you down.
It's not about how hard you hit, but about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. But how much you can take and keep moving
I swear I thought that line was used back in the early 80s. I didn't think it was until Balboa.
Yeah, I think he is the one that actually created that.
I know, I'm pretty sure Rocky says that in the early 80s, before Balboa was released.
I don't think so. I think he only says it in Balboa.
Yeah, that's like, it sounds like it comes from the heart when he says it too.
I swear, like, when
Once
you
these
hear him
fighters
say
touch
that,
gloves,
you know,
the fight will begin.
shit in that movie, feel his passion.
Yeah,
I don't know about anyone else.
I do. That's what I was totally referring to. And he says those lines, you sense, you feel the emotion coming from it.
You know, I actually, next month, halfway through August, I get a chance to meet Robert England. He is the actor of Freddy Krueger. And I was
They
talking
both
to
look
him,
eager for a win as the two contenders come out to touch gloves.
I would love to meet if that's what you want, and like I have these exact quotes on right now.
Get him signed.
Exactly.
Even if it's just Rocky, hell, get him to sign him.
Actually, I'd rather have, if I had both of them, I would tell Rocky or
Fighter, touch gloves. when
Doesn't Rocky wear those at some point?
he wears them 3 times.
Yeah.
Apollo only wears them twice. However, these are Apollos. They will always be Apollos.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I would much rather have Carl Weathers sign these and have Rocky sign my knife, my Rambo knife, because both Rocky and Rambo mean something to me.
Well, like,
I respect.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves. Then the action
Yeah.
can begin.
I cannot go on stress enough. Like, I respect my United States myself.
I think I'd make a great soldier.
I mean, I would make a better recon than a soldier. I'm quick on my feet and I'm pretty hard to detect. No one's gonna
All
shoot
right,
me
fighters,
unless I
touch
catch
gloves and the
I'm resilient and resourceful, so if I'll find a way, I always have the will to just push through shit, whether it's an injury, pain, anything like that. I've always been able to make it. So, in a like war situation, even if I had my legs blown off, I'd still be crawling my ass, holding my fucking rifle. Damn right. I'll find a way.
You know, it's still so funny.
I've even practiced to fucking drag my ass. If I lost the ability, my lower body, and only had my arms, I'll move myself around the floor just for the exercise. Just so it's not hard to do it in the future if anything happens.
This is the match you've all
Same with, I'm like this close to being able to do a plank push-up. Like bring my hands to my hips, and then lift my entire body off the ground and back down. Balancing my entire body in plank position while lifting it off the ground and setting it back down.
One of my biggest things I've been trying to work on is,
Both fighters head out into the ring to touch gloves and get the fight going.
like, I've worked my ass off.
No, these last month, I think it's been just a month since.
With the stones.
Well, yeah, with all the work that I've been doing, the compliment I got at the beach, now the compliment I got here, one was from a female, which is totally expected. But to get that, holy shit, man, you're like fucking ripped. Well, getting that from another person was just like, really? So all I do is really ride bikes. I don't work out in a gym. But I do construction, so that helps.
I don't know, when it comes down to it with me, I don't do very much. This is my, besides when I'm going to work, this is the only form of work. I don't work out afterwards. I don't steam ball. I don't understand the point. I don't, like, I don't necessarily do it.
We're moments away from the fight. Just as soon as they touch gloves.
Like, you know, as Drago or Apollo.
I don't see the point in being this big. Because the guys that are this big are the ones that you can easily pick apart and destroy.
They're slower, and they're truthful with it.
Unless they manage to get a hold of me. But even when they get a hold of me, I've got that strength to just squirm and wind my way out. Like, in wrestling, I've never been able to be pinned. Like, I'm just squirrely. I've always been moving in so many different ways. Like, especially with construction and building, like, just riding in general, building jumps, building dirt jumps. I've done so much with my body, just moving shit around, whether it's moving logs, fucking cutting down trees, making fucking beams to sit dirt on so the dirt doesn't wash away on the bank and stuff. All that type of work has just been normal for me. It's like, it's what I do on my spare time.
This is the match you've all been waiting for, folks. Once they touch gloves, the fight will be underway.
The better, like, you're more likely to be faster. And I like having
Your energy level is higher, it lasts longer, and you don't feel as sluggish. That's what I've noticed.
You see, this is something that a lot of people forget. Fighting is here, not here.
Yeah, well, that's the way. I'm not necessarily huge. I'm only 160 pounds. I've only put on 5 pounds over the past month, maybe 10, give or take, depending on whether you want to see me at 145 to 150 or 145 to 155, in that range. Now I'm between 155 and 165. So in my mind, I've gained, what, 5, maybe 10 pounds. All, like, I don't know, I haven't changed my diet, so I'm not eating more to maintain or build the calories or whatever, the fat, whatever it takes to build those muscles. I've just been feeding myself like normal and just doing things that keep my body moving constantly. Like moving rocks. That's been lift, toss, lift, toss. Whether it's one-handed rock, go that way. I was able to change it up to whichever exercise I wanted to do, so I could do the backwards, dig like a dog.
All right, fighters, touch gloves and the fight will begin.
But because I work at Wendy's, I eat Wendy's. I get, cheaper food, if not free food while working there.
Yeah.
I eat Wendy's for breakfast. I drink soda all the time. I don't have any other real drinks in my system other than soda. I eat ramen noodles all the time.
You sound like my friend Dan.
Both fighters head out into the ring to touch gloves and get the fight going.
I take a bullet for the guy any day.
Yeah, every day at lunch hour he would go to McDonald's. Every day. That was his always lunch. He always had McDonald's. And yeah, he was always just 160, 150, give or take. He never got overweight. Yet everybody else is eating sandwiches, salads, and they're wondering why they can't be as lean as him.
The two contenders come out to touch gloves.
I eat salads is because I like vegetables. I like eating that stuff. I don't do it for a health reason. I do it because I like it.
I do it because that's like my main intake for water. I don't drink water, so eating vegetables is like backup. Celery's my favorite.
Oh man, I love peas.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves. Then the action.
I hate preparing salads though, so I just eat raw carrots and raw celery. Screw making a salad, put together salad, because it's just like, I don't know. I take so much time to put it together, and then I eat it, and then it's gone. It's like, damn it.
And it's not even gonna last you very much. Like, it's not very good.
It's not like you can make it and store it, because that fucking goes all soggy.
Fighters touch gloves. The fight will begin.
It won't last for very long if you have to make it look so damn good.
One thing I have noticed is eating bread has actually helped me increase my weight daily. So if I eat enough bread throughout the day, I have to have at least 2 or 4 sandwiches a day.
I just realized this while looking.
All right, fighters, touch gloves and the fight will begin.
Yep.
It's partly painted and it's partly not.
Yeah, I know. I always wondered why.
I never even noticed that.
And it's red and blue.
I never even thought of it, to be honest.
So in other words, red, white, and blue for America.
But I've noticed. Look, this is red side.
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
The other thing is, this seems painted. That's not painted.
That's just natural color.
Concrete.
That one isn't painted. Yeah, that one's not painted either. If you look closely, you can see where it's like it's spray paint on it. Oh no, that's just so funny. It's
As
like the
soon as they touch gloves, the fight is on.
and yeah, it's like, oh shit, I just realized.
It's always something new to see still.
It's always like, instead of just wasting time fighting, it's like, that actually is missing a few particles. What do you know? I'll be like, hey, you can notice some blood stains on this mat.
You ever follow the Templar connection and stuff like that? Stuff to do with the Templar?
They both
Or
go
Templar?
for a win.
Well, if you ever do,
Contenders come out to
look at
touch
this
gloves.
cross. Because you will see this cross in those documentaries and shit. It's made out of gold. It's meshed together. It's not square like this. It's actually like metal link gold put together with a thingy in the middle.
We're moments away
It just reminds me of Templar
as soon as they
when I
touch
see
gloves.
this.
Whenever I see this, like something like this, I kind of think of like a Celtic, like
All right.
We were taking too much time talking, let's be honest here. I
Yep.
didn't realize that. Alright.
Curious. Nope, nobody's watching. Nobody cares. Yeah.
But, I mean, you want to go to the fight, and I don't want to stand
No, no, no. It's a little late now. By the time I get there, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'd have to come back. So it takes me 40 minutes just to get there.
Oh, man. Even then, I don't want to stand here all day.
It's like a 20-minute drive. 15, 20, give or take. But I prefer riding just 'cause. It's like I am out absorbing the sun every day I'm out there. I'm not, no sunblock, no sunscreen, straight up fucking dark tanning oil. And I haven't burnt yet, so I'm kind of pushing my, like, okay, I'm going to go for a bike ride. And as if I'm sweating my ass out riding my bike, will I burn? Nope. Still haven't burnt yet.
Head out into the ring to touch gloves and get the fight going.
I take my shirt off right when I step out. Like the second I walk out the doors.
Yeah, I figured if the more you expose yourself to the sun, the less chances of getting burned.
Plus, I mean, vitamin B2, like, getting sun's good.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, a month. Hey. Oh, Spartan's coming back for that belt, so let's see who he's got to take it from.
Ready for a fight. Boxers, touch gloves.
Ethan just asked 2 loss. We don't know yet.
It's a 1-1 score right now.
Alright. Well, me.
Woo. Well, I got my winner.
Losing streak.
I won that first round with this guy
I know I won the second match.
versus my father.
Once they
Ivan Drago.
fight will be underway.
Oh, had a past guy show up. What? Like house or like virtual? a past guy. Spartan had a pest guy show up. Did I read that right? Hold on. Comments. Had the pest guy show up. Had to leave. I'm thinking. We're still battling it out. We're only at round 3.
What do you call talking about battling now? We haven't even started the round.
No, we got 1-1. I won the first round. You won the second round.
Contenders come out to touch gloves.
Oh, you just went out for coffee. Having a coffee, having a break. Maybe he's a tea drinker.
You know, actually, I'm not. You know, I might got some people.
Oh. Whew. Man. I notice how much more of a workout bike riding is compared to all the other shit that I've been doing. Because all the work I've done at the beach never bothered me, but riding that mountain bike up the hill has really burned my legs and my back shoulder muscles. Just from the pushing and pulling. Because you got to remember, I can't just sit there and push on everything because it's a full suspension. It's just going to soak it all up. So I have to pull and push at the same time to avoid that fucking squishy movement.
Push and pull. That way you get best of both worlds. Then you're not.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of bike lean. I get a little nervous because I'm coming up the hill and the traffic coming up that hill. Some of the cars have to have momentum, which means they got to do 90 to 100 around that corner. And most people will cut that corner to keep their speed up going up the steep part of this hill. So I was like a little bit nervous. I've only got a path about this wide and there's a bump. So I was just riding up and down that bump the whole way up that hill. I did not want to get anywhere near that road. Last thing I need is someone to clip my elbow with their mirror doing 100. Am I gonna make it? Like that's, yeah. I'm thinking I might take the trails next time I go for that ride. Instead of going up the I can do that hill. I've already proved that. Now I gotta go ride the mountain, the trails. Go up the trails before coming down the trails.
Moments away from the fight. Just as soon
Here
as
we
they
go.
start.
You ready for this? You ready? Look, your arm weak. Bendy arms. Look at them bendy arms.
You motherfucker, get the hell out of here.
Like, no stability. Least he could have done was like not bent.
There's Bonnie.
You don't let your arm bend. Keep it straight like this. See? Look at you and your bendy arm. Why is your arm bending and my arm not?
Steroids.
Oh yeah.
What?
What?
No, Spider was injecting himself with steroids as Victor.
How do you know I didn't just assume the position for my shot? I know a few people that have done steroids. Weightlifters. No, in real, I'm talking to like real life. There was this younger kid that was like probably 120 pounds wet. Like, he was tiny. And he thought the only way he could build muscle is doing steroids. So he started doing steroids. He forgot to work his legs at any point in time. So he's still got these little pecker pole legs. But he's got... it's like Ivan Drago with Scrap's legs. Okay?
What?
Yeah. He's got a small head, small legs, and just... He went with all body lift. Body, just bench press and arms and body. Nope. Steroids don't work against retro. Let's find out. Okay. Rounds are ringing by. Let's do this. Touch gloves.
Why does person?
Ooh.
Get the hell away!
Ooh.
I will
That's gotta
slaughter
hurt.
your family, Freddy.
Ooh.
Freddy.
Oh, hey. Is that all you got?
Yes.
Holy moly! Does he ever get tired?
Get away.
I really barely could recover before getting staggered again. Come here.
Say, you fucker.
Ooh.
He didn't take my batteries.
Just let me. Just let me. Just let
You
me.
better freaking.
I think that biggest kryptonite would probably be struggle.
Because he hits so hard. Especially after he
Bonnie, you
gets
better
knocked
get
down.
Bonnie, I am a professional boxer.
Ooh!
It's 100% true, no cap. Trust me. Trust. Can you back out of my dump truck, Freddy?
Wow! Oh crap! Hey, you slipped.
Bro, Freddy is literally about to be inside of me. Get away.
That was a perfect move. You caught me in the corner. I was on the outside.
Mango.
Went to catch you, and you stepped out of my way, and then I was caught behind you. Oh crap. You didn't hesitate there.
Fuck you.
Oh crap, I hesitated.
Let's go! Sorry.
Ooh.
Joy Bonnie, let's go! Oh my god.
Oh, there's a wall behind me.
I hate this game so much.
Ooh. Oh, come on, I had him. It wasn't even close. You were like 30 punches ahead of me. But I was close to winning still. Any 10 punches could have finished that for me. I'm behind now. I have to stick with the same guy. I don't have anybody better to go to be honest. Well, that's exactly it. You got better, and you have nothing but defeated me with Rocky. I think I've even stepped in the ring with Drago and still lost. Oh, he is one option. But there's something about the overexhaustion that I don't like it. I'd rather get cocky.
I don't know. It's just something about Brother. He's just so wasteful. Some games, he's got stamina like nothing. Other games, though, the man can't throw a punch. Bro, sometimes he just hits so hard that you don't know what hit you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it's either coming down.
You're on a roll with Apollo.
Oh yeah, I am. I don't want to lose that leader guy that's on me.
I gotta catch up this round. Yeah, Connellan's not the best choice. Alright, here we go. Walcott Bowl. Round number 4, do or die for me.
I haven't been this nervous for a minute now, actually. The last time I've been this nervous about fight night is when I was going against you the first time for the I haven't been this nervous for a minute. It feels like one of those really big events, you know? Like WrestleMania or something. It feels like a really big event. I'm a giant WWE nerd. I don't know
Both
if
fighters head out into the
WWE
ring, touch gloves, and get the fight going.
Yeah, but it was better when it was WWF. I don't know why they needed to turn it into entertainment. It was a federation before.
I don't know. It went downhill after 2018, 2019.
I remember Hulk, The Undertaker, who else? Macho Man, Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts. Like, I'm old school.
I remember watching Shawn Michaels win the Royal Rumble.
I think there was a guy with money, I can't remember his name.
All right, fighters, touch gloves.
That's it.
The fight will begin.
See, I know WWE, but I know WWE.
I just
It was until like 2018 I quit watching because it just kind of went downhill. I didn't like the personas they were dropping.
yeah, there was something about the way the stories go that I was starting to lose interest. There's too much play up on the background stuff.
Who's ready for a fight? Boxer, touch gloves.
They're turning it into a soap opera. That's what I'm finding. You have to understand the storyline to understand what's going on now.
It's not about the action in the ring because they have no skill, but it's more about the...
Well, it leads to the action in the ring, but it still has that story that's like,
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
yeah. They got to get back to the original. This guy's better than this guy. You guys settle it in the ring. You can bark at each other all day long in the background, but settle it in the ring.
I think WWE's last good year will probably be
You'd think it'd be more like a UFC.
The match you've all been waiting
The UFC has their fight challenges where they have 2 coaches coaching a group of people, and they're all learning different things and then challenging each other in the ring. It makes more sense.
definitely one of their last good years.
All right.
Especially with like WrestleMania starting to go downhill where they don't want to do nothing for WrestleMania. And then
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves. Then the action can begin.
about these guys. Like, this plot is too much.
Yeah, whatever happened to people just coming in like Spider-Man, jumping in the ring, beating everybody up and winning money and going home?
I swear, whatever happened to the day where you just walked into the ring, hear glass shatter, see some guy get
Fighter,
hit off,
touch gloves.
yeah. The old Mankind stuff. I remember Mankind was the most gruesome matches I've seen. Anything with Mankind in it. That's it.
Mick Foley was fucking, he was dummy back then. He could way too much. It's like
Yeah, he made it entertaining.
As soon as they touch gloves, the fight is on.
20-foot cage under these thumbtacks.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
I've heard him talk about some of the shit that he went through. Like, some of it was worse than he thought it would be. Alright, let's do this. Round number 4. Do or die. Omaha.
Come on.
I change. I adapt. I don't necessarily stay in the same way.
These fighters touch gloves, the fight will begin.
It looks awkward, and then it mentally messes me up, and it'll show. It will show.
Well, automatically, you know, most people are throwing the jab first, so I always throw the right first instead of the jab. I don't know. Just to be different.
My punches are never the same. Sometimes you'll see me come out with the combo. Sometimes you'll just have me breakthrough. I don't keep it the same.
And if you come out with the jab, it's always, that body shot's always available.
Man, I actually was theorizing with sparring. Like, everyone goes for the head and the body, right? What about the chest?
It's a little harder to hit.
Yeah, and it's always protected. So what if the chest does more damage? Because it's harder to hit.
Ah. I wonder if there are more areas that cause more damage.
Like you see on the combo dummy, they definitely have you punch in the chest. But yet in game, we don't have to.
And trying to hit the heart. Both sides. Both sides of the heart. Yeah, that's it.
Like they make it so hard to hit the chest, but yet we're told to do it in the minigames. Why?
Fighter, when you are ready to begin, touch gloves.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be hooks to the body, solar plex.
It's hard to put the nipple or anything like that because it's always defended. And so I wonder if that does more damage, and I think that might be why, like, I'm going to see about trying to target people's chest more during strategies to see if I can knock them out faster.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Not yet. You got
If you win this round, you can do it next fight.
oh yeah. Especially against the one that
If I hold my own, we got one more round to go. Come on, Droggy. Don't let me down.
I've seen you fight JBL.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear to God, I'm like, this is exactly why I don't fucking
Boxer, touch gloves.
that same guy, you fought him differently than I fought him. You were definitely much slower, much more defensive than I was, but he was having fun with you.
Yeah, I was picking him apart, and he don't like it.
And anytime he's challenged,
I was like, you're the one that said you better be ready to fight, and I'm like, okay.
Just as soon as they touch gloves.
talking games, like, man, like, besides us people who don't beat your ass, I'm like, whatever.
It's like, hurry up, let's get it on with it. It's like, okay, I hope you're ready.
Like, you know, good thing.
I was very, very, what is it, modest about it. Like, whatever, let's go.
It wasn't until later when, like, the video was
All right, fighters, touch gloves, and the fight will begin.
Hey, there's my worst enemy in this game, and I still showed him respect. Like, even after all the bullshit that went on for almost 2 years, I still had enough respect to, like, give him tips of the game and be like, dude, there might be something, your position of your camera is not working. I could put my head out and you can't hit me.
Like, I thought about this, like, when I first met you, I still had the video. I had to unlist it for people who were recording my shit, and I had to block on time or something like that. But I still could pull it up, and oh man, you could hear me firing at you. Oh man, I was salty. You were my worst enemy, because you were the best guy I found at the time.
As soon as they touch gloves, the
Like, son of a bitch.
Here, when I refound you here, I'm like, oh, frick, this
I'm
Get for being a bitch. It wasn't you, it was me. I was the one being the gun. I to have been put in my place. That's exactly what it was. Because now I have like the utmost respect for you. No doubt. I used to be like, I'm gonna kill
This
this
is the
motherfucker.
match you've all been waiting for.
Real life.
you evolved.
It's because we got used to fight. It's like every one of us who starts getting good. If you never join this group, you start getting good and you get caught. You get overcome because you're fighting trash.
Yeah.
It's like you're fighting that guy right that
It's like you think you're better just because you're fighting people that don't know what the hell they're doing.
and you get so
You're moments away from the fight. Just as soon as they touch gloves.
Yeah, I had a couple fighters like that did bring out the worst in me, where I was like, you fucking, what the fuck is going on here? Son of a, I can't, this is bullshit.
You see, there's only a very few times where I would go off on
That was the first 6 months of playing this game was like that.
We're just waiting on our fighters to touch gloves. Then the action.
You realize we still have a round 4 to take care of here.
Sorry.
when I did that speed run.
Yeah.
Later on, I found a kid. Oh man, he pissed me off. Pissed me off. But it's not the reason he probably did. Because he was like, I could hear him talking to his mother in the background, which is fine. I don't mind that. We don't have people like that, you know.
All right, fighters, touch gloves, and the fight will begin.
Started talking shit about his mother.
Oh,
That right there pissed me off. I don't even know his mother. I don't even know his life.
what a,
You don't do that. You don't talk about your mother like that. You respect your mother. That kid pissed me off. I'm like, now I'm about to whip your ass. I'm like, you don't do that. I'm about to teach you a lesson of respect. And, oh
Once
man,
these
this
fighters
kid,
touch gloves,
like,
the fight
he
will
was being a little
begin.
bitch, and it's like, I'm not fighting you. You're annoying.
it's like, I'm sorry, Mom. What for? I'll tell you later.
Oh man, like I swear, this kid, he's seen my avatar, and he's like, bro, you got panties, abs, and avatar. And I'm like, how do you know that? Why do you know what panties are? He's like, dude, I've seen a vagina. What
As
the
soon
fuck
as
are
they
you-
touch gloves,
what
the
fuck
fight
are you
is on.
doing? You should know that. You're a kid. And then the kid's cursing like a kid.
Oh, nowadays it's too easy to find that type of shit.
I know it's
Back in the 80s,
my mind.
wasn't as easy.
I may be 20, but I still think like I'm in the 80s. It's still mind-blowing. It shouldn't happen to me.
Both fighters
I love the fact that I was raised in the 80s,
get the fight
because
going.
I was raised in a different time, before computers, before cell phones. So my young adult years were into computers and then cell phones.
I was born in 2002. And
That's when I got my first cell phone.
my first cell phone till like 20...
Was that Nokia?
Touch gloves.
My first cell phone I got in like 2020, 2021.
Never took pictures. You can only text message. I don't even think I could text message at that time. That was even out of the picture at that time. I had a pager.
It was so...
I lived in a time where you got a beep beep. You looked at your pager, checked the number, picked up the phone, called in. Yeah, what is it?
That's how it used to be. Now it's just a call. It's like, hey, yo, we need you at the hospital. It's like, oh, okay.
That's why I never. My phone, I don't give out my phone number. If anybody needs to phone me, you call my house. If I don't answer, I ain't home. Simple as that. You don't need to find me. If I want you to know where I am, I'll call you.
The only way someone gets in contact with me is either my PlayStation or my Discord. The only people who have my phone is my job because I had to, and my bank.
The only people that see me are the people that know where I go. Like, if they know I go down to the beach, then they'll end up showing up down to the beach on occasion, so I'll run into them here and there.
I don't need a phone. I don't really use my phone.
And that's the best thing about just running into somebody, is you get to stop and chat about all this stuff you never heard about yet. Because you ain't online seeing everything that everybody's posting. So, it's like you see a friend you haven't seen forever, but you've seen everything they've posted in the last year. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, so how are you now since all that stuff you went through? It's like, oh, I'm good. It's like, oh, that's good. Bye. Nothing to talk about because they posted it all online.
Their life is all online. Unfortunately, my best friend and I, we are always online. Since he lives in Colorado, I can't, like, we live in 2 separate states.
Yeah, I think I'd make a lot of people jealous if I posted what I do online. All the times down at the beach, up at the lake, on the trails, on the rock cliffs. The sceneries that I have seen are like just beautiful places people pay money to go to. They get on planes, they fly across the world just to see this beautiful, like, almost like abandoned lake where there's nobody that lives around here, and just crisp, clear water. Like, it's crazy how some of the areas out here, giant trees. Like, I'm thinking the next bike ride I'm going on, I'm gonna try to set up my phone so that I can actually maybe possibly record some of the adventure along the way. Just so you can see when I get to the top of these hills and turn around and look back to where I came from. I'm looking over all the trees, looking down over the city, and you see the ocean, the islands. It's just like, wow. You live there? Yep. And I rode my bike to where I'm at. I need to ride back into the city. Whew. What you talking about? How many video games can you do this on, though? Actually stand. Like, I'm sure you're not sitting. I have stood here in BS for 2 hours, full 2 hours without fighting.
Man, I have stood, like, my feet were at a 45-degree angle together, and I
Fighter,
stood
when
like
you are
this
ready to
for
begin,
4 hours straight.
touch gloves.
The only time I broke it is when I would put one arm behind my back, to give a salute, go to
Oh,
I stand there, they're done, back up.
that's different though. That's where you're like, you're in, you're listening, you're focused, you're doing it for a purpose. We're in here, we're not doing the purpose of this. We're just standing here, chatting forever.
Me and my best friend, we would be out in the hallway. That's just how me and my best friend are. I don't know. I know, like, some people find my relationship with my best friend kind of concerning, and I'm like, I don't see what's wrong with it. But whenever you're away from him for an extended period of time, you start
Fighters head out to the ring to touch gloves and get the fight going.
have your best friend by your side, for a certain amount of time, within a certain amount of time, you start losing it.
You know, there's a certain person that as soon as they're not in contact with you for a certain amount of time, they worry about you. They hope you're okay because they haven't heard from you like they normally would. And those are people that really do care.
As soon as they touch gloves, the fight is on.
Handicap because we're so used to being together because we're literally 2 peas in a pod. We both share the same mind. We were literally one and the same.
I remember
Always together.
now that I'm in my 40s, I don't think I worry about my friends as much as I used to. Because some of my friends would get into such stupid shit, I'd be concerned to see them in the newspaper or see them on the fucking news. It's bad enough finding out my one friend crashed into a brick wall at like 120 kilometers or damn near 80 miles an hour.
You see, that's why I'm like, no, that's why the friends I have, they're smart. They're not stupid.
Somehow this girl, I don't even think she really broke any bones,
Fighter, touch gloves.
but she managed to wrap her body around the steering wheel. Like, the steering wheel had the shape of her chest and everything in it. Her face hit the windshield. Yeah, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt. And because of her, like, she swears that her breasts saved her ass because that fucking car didn't have an airbag. Somehow she didn't break her fucking chest.
The fight going.
And she believes her boobs were her like airbags. So she's very thankful.
You see, this is when I'm going to start using that.
The only damage that happened was down from her lip, down her chin, and back her neck a little ways from hitting the windshield was sliced wide open. So she had to have surgery or stitches to hold that flap up. But no more than a week or two later, she was back at my house, hacky sacking and hanging out. Like, what? You just passed out at the wheel after a long night, like 3 days of partying, pretty much. Trying to make her way home. Didn't make it.
Once these fighters touch gloves, the fight will begin.
Like, they don't mind hanging out, they don't mind touching down.
But she also wonders if one of the reasons why she was able to walk away from the accident the way she was is because she was out cold, sleep. So her body ragdolled into everything. There wasn't that resistance of bracing yourself. So she just...
On top of that, I mean, when you're sleeping, you
Who's ready for a fight? Boxers, touch gloves.
Yeah,
you're not aware it's there.
true.
To you, it's just a dream.
But she didn't get any serious... Oh, I guess her face would have been bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, if it was
I'm wondering... I don't remember this, like, how long she was out for before somebody possibly drove by and saw the accident.
it probably wouldn't have been too long.
It was a side road. It wasn't the main street. We'd always take the side road heading to Courtney because we can do 180, 100, and if we had the right car, we could do 200. And the main highway where it can only do 60, 70, 120 if if you can fucking corner, because the road's pretty windy along the edge of the island. So we've built an inland highway where it's literally just straight. 4 lanes or 8 lanes. No, it's only 4 lanes because it's 2 lanes, 2 lanes. Yeah, 4 lanes, not 8 lanes. We're not talking about super highways.
You know, I just realized you and I had a problem standing here talking all the fucking time.
Hey, this happens. This game has that ability. I don't know why. I think it's because... Yeah. It's like you're actually talking to a real person.
And we're forgetting that was supposed to be breaking each other's noses.
Hey, I'm that way. If anything, if we were enemies and it came down to us fighting and we were both equal fight, like we both kind of earned each other's respect in that battle, like I would be shaking your hand at the end of the day, and I would have so much respect for you for just standing up, standing on your own 2 feet, doing what you do. Like we'd be... Most of the people I have had fights with, we all have beers, or we used to have beers together. Like, I've never had one of those enemies that stayed an enemy. I've always earned my respect by pretty much, if they talk and I talk back, then they're like, Kate, it's time to walk. And I would walk that walk, and they would be like, okay, you can walk the walk and talk the talk. You've earned my respect. And the other thing is I'm always smiling. Even when I'm hit in the face, I'm still smiling, and I think that's the worst when you're trying to hurt someone.
I would keep fighting you until either you or myself get knocked down like 2 or 3 times after the, you know, if you get knocked down after like the 2nd, 3rd time, I'd come over and I'd offer you my hand. Just
Yeah. Well, that's what I've done. It's like knock someone down and it's like, dude, are you done? All right. Shake his hand, buy him a drink, move on.
That's how it is. It's like, you know, you put him down, it's like, you've been down twice. I'm like, we see, like, this could keep going. We see how this is gonna go. We want to...
My dad told me about a fight scenario where shit talker, like mouthy piece of like mouthy guys, like I can kick anybody's ass, and a martial artist were in the same bar, and the rowdy guys just like I can kick anybody's ass, I can kick your ass, and the karate guy's like, well, I'm a martial artist, I don't think you can kick my ass, and he's like, all day I can kick your ass. Well, they went outside and they scrapped it out, and overall, that scrapper landed most of the punches. But the karate guy was able to hit him so hard and knock him to the ground that the scrappy guy had to keep picking himself up off the ground to keep coming back, and he kept coming forward, coming at the karate guy. And eventually, the karate guy had him knocked to the ground again. He got up, and they just shook hands and went back to the bar. And the scrappy guy was all bloodied up, and the karate guy was fine.
It's people, it's like the right people, the people who know what fighting is about. Fighting isn't
Yeah.
just a fight. When I fight with honor and I fight like a warrior. If you ain't got that, I'm not doing it.
As soon as they touch gloves,
That point
the
of being
fight is
in
on.
it's like, I put you down enough. It's like, this is done. There ain't no need to keep going. If you try to get out and continue fighting, it's, you know, I find that to be a warrior thing, but I'm also like, it's done. You have spent everything you've got.
Eventually, you're like, all right, buddy. Yeah, I think you've had enough. It's like, wham. Okay, let's go again.
All right, fighters, touch gloves and the fight will begin.
Swear, I've
You and I were to keep going through this for hours, and it's been a lopsided where only you will win. It's like, you keep losing, just call it a day. I'm like, I can do this for sure.
But yeah, they earn their respect by having that gas tank. It's like, dude, you've got some heart. That's what it is. That just the will to keep pushing forward, even though you keep getting pushed down. It's like,
Me and my best friend, we have a lightsabers, and we
Get out
were
of my fucking face.
massively outdone. Like, he could not keep toe-to-toe with me. Like, this man, he had heart to keep going, but his skills were nothing. Because, I mean, yeah, he just couldn't keep going.
Gloves.
all right, here we go.
You better get the hell away from me.
Was this round number 3?
Sorry that I'm not talking.
No,
that
round
much
4.
fast.
You're up by 1. Is that right?
Yep. Championship
Fuck out.
match, or
Do or die for me.
This is the match you've all been waiting for,
I'm
folks.
fucking awesome at this game. Come on.
Gloves, the fight will be
All right.
underway.
You about ready now? Almost. Hang on, one more drink.
Get. Oh shit. No. Stay in there, please. Get that fuck
Damn.
out.
Mouse.
Cut that shit out. Oh god.
Ring to touch gloves and get the fight going.
No, my controller died.
And I got the
Are you
moves.
serious? And I'm dead.
Oh, I
I'm
gotta
about
do a
to
lot
now.
of stretching after this because still feeling stiff from that
God,
ride
there's 2
yesterday.
of them.
Woo.
Oh shit, no. I'm an idiot. I forgot I had to turn on the mask. Fuck out of here, man. Go.
We're just waiting on
Zoink.
to touch gloves.
Too slow. This guy, real slow.
Oh, I'm dead.
Super slow motion. Is that better? Alright, give him the win. I give up.
nope, I can't even touch this man's gloves.
Who's ready for a fight?
Cat-like reflexes. Or just instinct. I run on instinct more than anything. Like, I'm not trying to watch for you to move before I move. I'm just moving just 'cause. Woo!
You bitch, you better get the hell away from me.
Hey. Woo.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
I thought that was you for a second there. You ran away just as he said that. Ah! Whew. Oh, damn. Got on the side of me.
Damn! 5 a.m., please. 6 a.m., 6 a.m. I got this. I'm so good.
Oh. Saved by running.
Get the hell out of here, Foxy. I will literally kick your ass. I'm literally so good at this game, bro. Like, I'm insanely good. I'm just saying this to hype myself up. Yes! Fuck yeah!
It's following you like a magnet. Wait, what? Oh, when it's lagging? That's why I always try to shake it out.
Yep. I'm so good at this game. My cut is insane, bro. I'm so
Oh! Finish him! That was like a running punch.
Okay, this one's a bit longer. I just beat Finesse Freeze 2 in this game.
I was hoping that was a finishing punch, but I guess it should have worked a little more.
Oh, fuck. Yummy. Spotty.
I call it spoofy.
Spoofy. Spoofy. Beautiful. Spotty.
Ooh. Turn it into a chess game out here again. You move, I move.
I'm about to kick your ass. I'll be right back.
Who's gonna hesitate to move the wrong way? Or just walk into shit? Get him! Stay on him! Make him squirm! Ooh! Looks like we're bringing... Oh. And I wouldn't know how to step down. Although Rocky and Apollo, that fight I can go for our finale. If you want to stick to Apollo. Yeah, I'll go down to Rocky. Because when I definitively win, like, that might have been that definitive, because you did win 2 rounds. But it was close enough that I'm willing to step down to Rocky. But, yeah. Yeah, that's the fight that I can win versus Wolfpack, too. Drago versus Apollo.
Yeah, it's like something about Drago. It's just him and Coco are so whimsical on how the stats work. It's so funny.
Alright, here we go. Final round. Rocky versus Apollo. For the belt.
Might as well do it here too. I mean, shit, might as well go movie actor if we're doing one of that.
Going to Seattle, Washington. Oh man, really? Just a drop of water? Hardly. Oh, I keep wanting to hang from my chin-up bar, but it's put away right now.
Woo.
This is the match you've all been waiting for.
What is it?
Once they touch gloves, the fight will be
Oh.
underway.
It's from Resident Evil. The Samurai Edge.
Oh, right on.
I thought I'm getting Robocop.
Woo!
What's it from?
It's Resident Evil. The Samurai Edge.
Fighters,
Oh.
touch gloves when you're ready to begin.
It sounds metal.
It's steel, intimidation, wood, all of that extra stuff. It's got.
I think you might have mispronounced imitation, and you said intimidation. At least I heard intimidation would.
As soon as they touch gloves, the fight is
Oh, really?
It's literally called that because it's supposed to replicate it and intimidate you like it was the wood.
Oh, so it looks like evil and
It looks like it's
been through it.
It looks like it's a real deal, like the words you find on a real deal gun. Like one of those wooden griffins.
See, imitation stuff looks like the real thing, but it's not.
Touch gloves.
Like imitation crab, imitation this, imitation that. Most bikes are imitation lookalikes because you don't have the money to buy the most expensive model, so you get lookalikes. Same with cars, same scenario. You got your 900 horsepower Camaro, and then you got your 180 horsepower Camaro. They're both identical. One just costs 3 times more.
Oh yeah, I swear I'm not down with that. I'm not paid enough for no money.
I like taking the cheap car and making it go like snot. So you end up with a sleeper, something that looks like a piece of crap, but it can haul ass. I had a little 4-cylinder Toyota Celica GT, front-wheel drive, automatic, and it wasn't designed to race. Even though it was a GT, that still isn't the sport model like the GTS. The GTS was rear-wheel drive. Mine was front-wheel drive. But I could still, off the line, keep up with a 5.0 Mustang. Wop, wop. It's that second gear. I held on to second gear longer than he did. So I actually took off and hit third gear and held the lead. This is a 4-cylinder versus a V8. And my car's like this gray, no paint, like, it's boring. It's got no spoiler, standard tires. It didn't look like a race car. But yet, with me behind the wheel, because I got the race car spirit, I can turn anything into a race car. It's kind of how I got started with the BMX and biking the way I bike. Is my friend and I, his dad had a backhoe, a small little bobcat, so he was able to make molehills and whatever else we needed in the backyard to be able to do dirt jumps and stuff. We'd carve out big piles of dirt, make the biggest jump possible, and then we end up with 2 dirt piles for jump to jump. Yeah, we went all out. And that bike that I'm still riding to this day was the bike we were riding back then. It was his originally. He bought it from the old man. And it's a used frame, just a frame and forks. Cost him $100. Back in 1996, I think it was. 95, 96 is when he bought it off the old man. And then by 96, 97, he didn't like it. So he upgraded to the GT freestyle bike with the extra frame. Well, the overbuilt GT, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's a freestyle bike that's way overbuilt, meant for trick riding on flatland and stuff. That's the bike he retired this old thing for. But this bike turns out to be the original flatland freestyle bike. Just doesn't look like it. It looks like a racing frame. Alright, here we go. Round number, what round are we on? Oh, yeah, that's right. I held my own last fight. Woo, Rocky. This is up to you, buddy. Come on, where's Mickey? We need Mickey coaching you.
You both. Oh, hey, Simon.
Just listen for Mickey in the background. You'll hear him. Like, Rocky, what are you doing? See if I can physically add pressure.
Hey, Simon.
More pressure. Whoa, you just warped my camera. When you did that, my camera, I think I blocked the camera from seeing my goggles at that moment, so my camera went all weird. It was like you actually pressed on me. That was weird. You'll see it in the video. Or is it at the hour mark? Something like that? Hour and a half? Holy crap, it's 4:30.
It's 7:30 over here.
Alright, you ready? You ready? Ready? You said you were ready! Uh-oh. Holy moly!
1, 2,
Hey, Rock,
3,
you there?
6.
There you go. Now you can hear Mickey.
1,
I'm sorry, but that was too quick.
4,
Oh my God, Rocky!
6, 7.
Rocky, what gives, man? Gotta get in there. Gotta get in there. Oh, I heard that. What'd you do? You just take out one of your hands? Oh, something's rotating.
Wow.
You just sent your controller flying? Oh. No. Alright. Are you ready? Let's do this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Rocky's still alive. Woo. Oh.
1,
Oh my goody gosh.
3, 4, 5,
All right, Rocky.
7.
Stinky.
Oh crap! Get out of there! Damn! I knew I should have stuck with Clubber or Victor. Oh, 110. That's a lot of zeros. It's too bad you couldn't get another 10. If you staggered me 2 more times, it would have been 110, 10. That was like getting a percentage in a score or something. Like 100%. 10 points, 10 points. Oh, Rocky, why you gotta be such a loser for those middle rounds?
Actually, I think for the most part, besides the compliment, I actually led that entire game.
Nope. I led it because I started with the win. Oh no. You caught up and then you took the rest of the way. You came back from losing. You lost against Drago. Twice.
I'm talking about like this match particularly. I came out and led it for the most part.
As long as nothing's broken. Yeah, that's the main thing. Is I wasn't worried about you because you'll heal. But usually if you break something else, that often needs to be replaced. Whether it be controller, TV.
Oh man, I definitely say I earned this win. I'm not even gonna doubt that. I mean, I took out Lukaku, and he gave me a good workout. He surprised me. He came in better than I expected. I didn't know what you and Rexy were doing, so I decided to go against Spartan.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to beat the champ. I expected him, since this is fighting, I expected him to beat him.
Yeah, there was the opportunity to wait it out and see where if I challenged Spartan. But instead, you took the ropes, led the way to victory.
Like, I feel like originally this is what I had in mind, is to let Spartan move up to the finals to make it dramatic, cinematic, like the champion fights in the finale. And we're gonna duke it out, but I feel like if we duked it out sooner, the end result of tonight is definitely different if I didn't take out Spartan. Now, you would tire me out, like I'm exhausted. Like not super exhausted, but oh man. My body is sore, not just from smacking at TV, but because of
Yeah, I actually heard it and saw your controller like do that. Like your hand would just went way out of whack, and I'm like, wait, what happened?
I got too much in the moment because I seen that I had you where I wanted you. Imagine.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm getting out of here. And because I was moving away, you reached.
That was incredible.
Gonna have to review the video to see if you actually caught me on that. See if it was worth it.
I'm gonna actually watch the replay of this match because I want to see how like my character reacted.
Hopefully you got a hit out of that swing, because it sucks to swing for nothing and get injured.
You know what? I hit something. I know that. That's not what I was hoping.
Hey, at least it was less devastating than going, oh shit, there goes my TV.
Oh man.
Yeah, you actually have to hit like you're hitting something. It's another thing this game is good at. It's teaching you to punch through your opponent. That's what I always try to focus on, is getting that punch through instead of just there. Because if you stop right in front, if you don't follow through, some of those punches won't actually hit. That's as close as you can get, really. I'll keep moving forward.
I mean, like when I do, like your daggers and you don't move, and as long as I don't, bend forward, I can move in as much as I can, and my arm can hit you in the back. And I'm trying to aim for your back. I want your back because it's harder to get back.
So if I'm right here, like this, that's, yeah. Those hooks to the bodies are there. That's a... Yeah, but the farther out your arm goes, the less power you have. So you lose power when your arm's extended. If you can keep that arm inside bend, you will break ribs. Yeah, it's a matter of speed. Like, that would be cool if you can actually follow through and actually push your opponent backwards. And they actually physically got moved back, so they had to move forward again. Yeah, that's not. In my mind, when somebody's tying another fighter up, that's because they don't want to get punched anymore.
It's literally them
Yeah. That's... You might as well throw in the towel. Like, that's the way Jake Paul looked in the last fight I saw, was somebody should have thrown in the towel because he was doing nothing but resting on his opponent. That's one of the things I do like about Muay Thai, is you're allowed to go into clinch. But you're only allowed the one toss or the one hit. But yeah, it's a get in, wrap him up, knee him in the body, knee him in the head, or elbows, or hooks, whatever you want when you're inside, and wrap the guy up. But that's all you're allowed is one. You know, to tie him up and land one, but then the ref will break you up. So there's no grappling, there's no real holding in Muay Thai. It's like as soon as you two tie up and nobody throws a punch, the referee will break you up. You're literally got to tie up and then bang, and then step away. Or tie up, throw the guy to the mat, and back away. I wouldn't know. Because these guys never fight it out. We needed...
He's here, but he's not. Like, he didn't stay on the game, so it's like he couldn't get it by default since he's technically not on game though.
See, Spartan and Baku would have had to face each other. Or that Rexy. One of those three.
You lazy bum, it is like 7:42 in the afternoon. Wake up, bitch. Man, I'm up at like 6:30 in the morning.
Why are you up so early, dumbass? Eh. That's your fault. Yeah, it's noon and afternoon when traffic starts to get a little more hectic. Lots of honkings of horns and noises and machinery and all that other crap.
Have you ever dealt with a Karen at your work?
Yeah, my neighbor's a Karen. She complains about everything. You know what's funny? Her name's actually Karen. Oh, and me and my other neighbor were talking and laughing about it. I kind of realized that, wait, our neighbor, that's her real name. So she might think we're just talking about her when we're talking about Karens online. That's the thing, is she's usually one that complains about everything too. It's like we're always hearing about something from her. Like, oh, can you believe this guy's doing this now? It's like, why can't he go there somewhere else and do that kind of shit? It's like, dude, he lives here. This is his property too. Yeah, there's always one Karen.
Karens, they're not. Honestly, I don't really give a shit. Like, I had a Karen come in today, because, I'm not sure if, where you would have it, but, like, Grubhub, DoorDash.
Yeah.
Services like that. Like, you guys have that, where you live, Jeff?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I had this lady come in, DoorDash, and she's like, I'm here to pick up DoorDash. I need to see your phone. I need to see the order. Can anyone tell me why I need to do that? Anybody else?
To make sure your order's there.
To make sure she's not just coming in, I'm here for DoorDash.
To make sure she's not just coming in to steal shit? Yeah.
And she's like, I said the guy's name. Look, he gets, I need to see that phone. I need to follow the rules and requirements I need to do my job. Don't you domestic. I'm just doing my job, right? And she's like, well, I told you the guy's name. That's all it is. I'm like,
So leave.
the phone is right here.
Mm-mm.
Come on, just turn it around so I can make sure I can see the name. That's all it is for me. I just need to make sure the name is on that phone. If
Dude, I see those delivery people. They'll often enter a yard, and because they don't want to go up to the door, they'll put it right on the inside of the fence. And I've gone to visit my friend and walked in and was like, what the hell is this bag doing here? It's either from the neighbor or my friend. It's like, I could just take this and bring it in my friend's house. And who the hell's going to know any better? Like that DoorDash guy, whoever he was, he just dropped it off and left. So he might have a picture of it sitting there as evidence that he dropped it off. Yet they don't get it because the neighbor picked it up. Same with my apartment building here. It's like they'll leave stuff outside the apartment building, and there's like at least 12 units here. So 12 different people could be walking in that front door and be like, "Ooh, this looks good." For who? Not anymore. Taking it to my house.
I dare somebody to open up some of my or to open up some stuff I really. They're gonna open it up, and then after they open up, they're gonna see what it is. Take it back up, put it back outside, somebody else can take it.
Those are like smart thieves too, though, because they're like.
Well, I mean, they'll leave it in the box. It's not even stealing. It's like, you know what?
That's dumb delivery people, to be honest.
Yeah, it is, but still. I once ordered a,
If I was homeless and saw a bag of food sitting on the end of somebody's driveway or outside their fence or just inside their fence, I'd be willing to scoop it too. It's like, dude, these people are sitting in their house. They're not even that hungry if their fucking food's still sitting outside by the fence. They don't deserve it.
what annoys me the most is when I have badass parents coming in, ordering shit from, like, you know, making online orders, but they could have easily have just came in and ordered it themselves once they did that. It's like you are abusing this.
Yeah, it's like me ordering. 7-Eleven is like 5 minutes away. If I were to hop on my bike, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back, I'm done. It takes me 10 minutes to go to the store on my bike. Yet I'm lazy enough to call because I have the 7-Eleven app. I'm just going to use the app, order a few things, click, and they message me when it's at my door.
It's one thing if you make an online order, but you come in to pick it up,
Problem is,
and you time.
they charged me like $30, almost $40 for the food that I thought I ordered, but then I didn't get everything I ordered. And then when I looked back on the app to see, I'm like, well, I didn't get this and I didn't get that. I couldn't see my order. So I just ended up kind of not wanting to do that anymore because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get the stuff I order.
I'd much rather just go in store, pick up what I'm grabbing, and if it's not there, I'm not paying for what I'm not. No, I got
God damn it.
freaking legs, I got time. I'm going to order my stuff the way I want to.
And depending on
Over
whether
about 10
you're
years.
getting ice and a couple jugs of something, like you might need a vehicle or something to carry. Depending on how much shit you're getting as to whether or not I need a car. I got a bike trailer that can handle 150 pounds, so I don't need a car. I just need to connect the trailer to my bike, and I'm good to go. I've pulled 120 pounds in that trailer.
No, I don't necessarily know what that's like. I don't drive. I run everywhere I need to go, and I'll carry everything I need to go.
You know, I found out one bad thing about having that trailer is if I try to get off the bike after going up a hill, the bike is trying to pull me back down the hill. Yeah, it's easier to ride with the trailer behind me up the hill than it is to try to walk up the hill. Because the weight of the trailer and the trailer having no brakes, I am literally pushing those handlebars, like trying to push 100 and something pounds up the hill. And with a granny gear on the bike, it's a lot easier just to sit on the seat and friggin' granny gear it the whole way up the hill. Takes longer, but it's more manageable. It's a real calf workout when you're freaking leaning, like literally lean way forward just to keep the bike from rolling backwards down the hill.
I'm gonna hop off here.
Alrighty, I gotta get some food in me and then take the dogs out. Or at least doggo. My neighbor's dog.
It was good fighting you. It was definitely a championship level match.
I'm a little disappointed in Rocky. Getting his ass kicked so bad by Apollo. Like, how?
You know what kind of looks like both Drago and Rocky, especially as of late, is like they got a massive nerve power because too many people are
I'm back.
playing as them, so they want people to play as somebody else, maybe. I don't know.
So they're giving every other character a big boost.
Yeah, pretty much. Because, yeah, too many players just like players make out confusing. I wouldn't doubt that, but
Unless certain fighters are just meant to be better. Like, I know when it comes to Apollo and Rocky, in reality, Apollo is better. He has more wins. Even when you put the two of them in, like, their fights, Apollo has 2 wins over Rocky's 1.
Rocky would have lost if Apollo didn't get cocky that first time. And
Yeah.
before that, Apollo's also, I want to say, at least 10 years older. He's been in significantly more fights against #1 contenders. Rocky's a no-name who got lucky. Like, that's how it is. After that,
No, he was a no-name that had heart. He didn't get lucky. He has heart. There's a difference between taking a chance and having luck, and then having the heart to just push.
well, I mean, like, against Apollo the second time, I want to say definitely got lucky. Like, because, like, he got lucky the first time because Apollo took it easy on him, and this time Apollo just wasn't thinking like the way he should have. And so he got more focused because that's
What the fuck?
Well, he came into the first match expecting to show off his talents.
he was looking to rock and that button like too much. He didn't expect nothing.
Yeah.
And that's when he came to himself. That's why I feel like that's where he was wrong. Because he knew, like, whenever you're a part of something, you can't really tell him. That's when you start looking very real completely, and you start looking at, like,
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it deflates a person when you do your best and find out that it's not enough. That's why I'm like, when I'm sparring and stuff, I'm not putting anywhere near 100% into anything that I've thrown, but I keep getting told that I got heavy hands and you gotta lighten up. Not so hard. It's my speed. When I throw the speed from this VR game into real life, people get hit and they don't expect it to actually hurt. But speed does hurt. You don't have to be heavy-handed. It just has to be traveling faster. That's kind of what happened to me in sparring, because I was like, I told Jake, you gotta take it easy, man. You already broke my rib once. It's like, he straight up tells me, you gotta stop hitting me so hard. It's like, what? I'm not even trying. Like, there's no follow through in any of my hits. I'm literally trying to touch and go. Like, I'm not following through during sparring. When I'm on the heavy bag or in hitting the mitts, then I put more into it and the follow through. But in sparring, I don't want to hurt anybody because I don't want them to hurt me. I've already had one guy bury his freaking hand through my body. So, it's that. I don't want to piss anyone off.
so that I don't. I've missed 2 tournaments due to injuries. Yeah. Well, that's where at first I didn't know my rib was broken, so I was just trying to walk it off, literally. Took a little bit of time off, about 2 weeks, and then I went right back at it. Went back to training, jumped back into sparring. That's where I took a couple body hits, like kicks to the body, and realized, ooh, it's still a little sensitive. And then throughout training, I stopped going to sparring and just focused on training for at least a couple more weeks. That's when my stress, I think it was my body stress, that was like literally taking my heart rate to a higher level that was making me worried.
Can you guys hear
Like
me now?
I gotta go to the hospital and get checked out, because I don't know. This rib's still bothering me.
Yo.
And that's when I found out I broke it in 3 spots.
You still didn't get your rib checked, bro?
Oh, I know. I got it checked out. It was a break. 2 breaks and a fracture on the number 7 rib. Alrighty. No, Spartan.
What do you mean there was no number 3
Spartan,
spot?
Baku, and that Rexy have to figure it out next week. Which means they challenge one another. Yeah, because me and you don't have a choice. I could challenge you if I want to. But that's only if I want to take myself out first round. Yeah, Apollo held his own, though.
Just like in the movies, am I right? Yeah, no.
When it comes to Rocky and Apollo, though, it is similar to the movies. Where if you just strictly use Rocky and Apollo and keep fighting, you'll notice that Apollo comes out on top more often than Rocky. Rocky can win, but not as much as Apollo. Especially if you're like that equal with your partner, like sparring partners. Well, that's where my line comes in. You're only as good as your best opponent. You keep facing the better fighters, you're only going to get better.
If you and Green are evenly matched, then I should be able to beat you because I can beat Green pretty easily.
Ethan, you don't have more wins than me.
No, I mean, I beat you multiple times.
Yeah, but against the underdog. That's the thing about when me and you fight. I will take the underdog most of the time. So say if you're Rocky or Apollo, I'll usually take someone like either well-rounded or Leo or Scraps. If you're the bigger, heavier guy, I might take Rocky. But when it comes to the higher level fighters like Spartan or Retro or that Rexy at this point, I can't take these guys down with my best fighter, which is Drago.
It's just because we're so fast at it. That's the problem. Is we've gotten so quick and we're so our offense is on a whole nother level.
One of the main reasons why I think you guys are at this level is you always come back. And you fight throughout the week.
I mean, this week, honestly, I didn't think I was going to get. I only fought. Did you win?
Oh.
Yeah, I find you guys, the more I fight you, the more you read my guard or my movements, and you're just able to pick me apart. I feel like I'm always changing what I do just so that you can't read it. Yeah. Yeah, it starts turning into a chess match. You're not just throwing punches. Now you're thinking about when and why you're throwing it. I need to do this to get there. I need to do this to get there. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
try
really
to
think about it,
I try
but
to
I'm
make
just
you
flirty.
think. So at that moment you're thinking, I'm moving. Look, a bird. Woo! Punch. I still have yet to bring this down to Muay Thai. I want to bring the VR. I want to get something that I can set up down there as a screen, because I don't think we have a TV screen down there. So I need to find a way to get a screen and bring the PlayStation and VR and everything and hook it up at the Muay Thai training place, because my boss really wants to try it. He's heard so much about it from me, but he just
talk
doesn't
to him about
he doesn't
Creed?
believe it's that helpful. Like, oh no, I would set him up to play again in the career. I would explain that this is the, well, I'd start him out with free play, where you go to each exercise and you work each exercise till you're comfortable with them. And then you go into the montage. And once you figure out the montage, like you get comfortable with the montage, how they work, as long as you know how everything goes and how it works, from there it's pretty much easy. You know your punches will lead to a loss of energy unless you do better on the training montage. So knowing that you have to push your hardest on the training montage will keep you in the fight. You do horrible on the training montage, your character is going to do horrible in the fight.
That can't be true.
A lot of people don't believe it. They're like, no, it's a game. It's already preset. You just go into PvP and everybody's fair. Everybody's equal. It's like, no. Why would they encourage you to train and train harder, push yourself, and then go and challenge your friends? There's this talk about stepping up first and then challenging your friends.
That
If there's
sounds a
no
little bit
reason to
unfair.
work forward, you could just challenge your friend all day without any changes. I just believe this game takes your abilities, learns from what you can do to their exercises, and takes that and puts it into your ability to fight in PvP.
Makes sense.
If it wasn't like that, there's really no point in training.
That can't be how that works, man.
Well, that's
I
where
call
this game
bullshit.
doesn't have that status where you have like a certain say you pass so many exercises and you get a number every time you it's added up throughout your career. And now you're at a certain number that's a higher number than it was before. That number is your skill level at that point. The more you can increase that, the better your ability should be. But it
I've
doesn't.
never been able to get to the 20s in the exercises.
Bobby Nash. Bobby Nash, it has every exercise. Some of them are quicker than others. So if you can get those slower exercises, get them to go faster. Alright, I gotta get some food in me. I gotta get going. Not since lunch.
Where'd Retro go? I wasn't paying attention.
Yep. And I'm about to do the same. How are you on? Wait, are you on your...
I'm on,
You're on a PlayStation and a PlayStation 4. You're on the 4 and the 5. How's that work?
on the PS4 right now.
It's showing me you're on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I am. But I'm on my PlayStation 4 in my room. And the PS5 is downstairs. And I'm in...
You're on the same game, though. That's funny.
Am I?
No, it's showing you both Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. One's a PlayStation 4, the other one's PlayStation 5. It's kind of I'm talking to two different people from two different time frames in the universe.
How does that work?
I don't know, ask Baku. He's here and he's there at the same time. Like he's in one room and he's in the other at the same time. I can do that if I turn my phone on. Where did Ethan go?
It's a 2v1. What are you gonna do?
Oh, we're almost at a 3-hour mark for this party. Holy guacamole. This party was started 3 hours ago.
Jesus.
Broadcast. I was invited to a broadcast. The Crew 2. Yeah, I have that game. Alrighty. I didn't even say anything to you, Mr. Speedy. It was lag, bro. Excuse moi. There's like the language scenario when you're picking your languages. There's like English and I am Canadian, so when I went to the Canadian language, it's like French. So now everybody thinks I speak French just because I'm Canadian. Those French people came over and tried to take over Canada. And then they wanted to separate. I'm talking about the Quebecois. Nobody even knows of them because they're so quiet and separate. I'm sure you've heard of the... Oh no, I don't even think Quebec has a hockey team anymore. They used to have the Nordiques, Quebec Nordiques. The NHL hockey team back in the day. The Montreal Canadiens, the Toronto Maple Leafs, Vancouver Cannot. Cannot. Never could, never will. Sorry. They're my team and they've failed me. I stopped watching hockey back in '94 because they were kicking ass and taking names the whole way through. They should have brought home that cup that year. All of a sudden, all the players are like, oh yeah, we're not supposed to win, so we can't try. And they just stopped fucking trying. Literally, like, they lost the final game on purpose. It was like they weren't even giving it their best effort for the fucking Stanley Cup. So at that point, I was furious, and I never really watched hockey anymore. And still can't sit down and watch it like I used to. Just because it's gotten almost like political. If the place doesn't have enough money, they will not bring the cup there. And I live up here in Canada on the west coast. Not exactly the best city. It's not like Toronto and Ontario, the big cities. Oh, little tiny Vancouver. Which has never won the Stanley Cup, I don't think. We've come close twice, to my knowledge. How come people don't say my horrible? They just say my bad. I guess if it was worse, it'd be horrible. Nobody says my good anymore. What's with that? Everybody's like, my bad. My bad. My bad. It's like, when would you use my good? My good. Is it when you do something helpful? My good. My good. Instead of my bad.
Because I feel like my bad is more self-aware, and then my good would just be kind of like...
No, it's the opposite. My bad. If you say my bad, I'll say you're good. And everything's better. It's like, my bad, you're good. It's fun. That's it. Like, my bad, you're good. It's like, oh, okay. That's funny, the two opposites. My bad, you're good. Just complete themselves. Oh, the things I think about. Whoa. This isn't me. My goggles have all tripped out. The very end of my stream has gone all wonky. It's like I'm in the ocean right now. And as I move side to side, back and forth, it is like I am on the water in a boat, rocking back and forth. Where are my hands? There's my hands. Wait, come back to me. What? Why are my hands behind me? Whoa, they're way over there. What are you doing over there? Ooh. Okay, that's weird. My camera is not following me like it should. Because my hand is way over there. My hand's pointing it way over, even further. This hand. Like way over here. A little bit farther than that. But yet, it's registering over there for some reason. That's messed up. Oh well, I guess I gotta turn this off. I'm done for today. I will catch you again another time. Have a good one, everybody.